Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I want to do a little bit of a video breaking down what this weekend's gonna look like for me and why I'm so excited about it. If you guys have been in stream, follow me on Twitter, even heard in some YouTube videos as well. This weekend's a really exciting weekend for me because I will be the lead broadcaster for the first qualifier of MLB The Show's summer circuit. The esports season is beginning for MLB The Show, and I couldn't be more grateful to be the lead broadcaster for every qualifier leading up to the finals, including day one. We'll talk about a little bit of that later on. But in my effort to kind of help grow the competitive scene and let people know about a very fun weekend coming up, I wanted to break down what this all means. Like, what is a part of the summer circuit? How can you watch? What do the teams look like? What do the games look like? I'm going to break all that down in this video. Before we go into the video, make sure you like the video if you have not already, and sub to the channel if you haven't already as well. Almost at 5,000 subs right now here on YouTube, which is a pretty impressive milestone to me. So if you guys like the videos, I'd appreciate if you do that. But let's first break down what the summer circuit is. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of what the summer circuit is and all the stuff going on this weekend, I want to first of all go into the lineups, because that's an interesting part of this, in that you have my God Squad lineup on the screen right now. Obviously I haven't done collections. I got lucky. If you guys watched the past couple of videos, got lucky pulling Ketel and Delgado, as well as some of my favorite cards I have on my team as well. But I wouldn't be able to run this team in the tournament. I'd have to run a team that is under a certain number of restrictions, and these are those restrictions. So for the tournament itself, you're going to have rules on how you can set your lineup. Like I said, you can't just have a God Squad lineup. So with that, you see the rules on position players, pitching, and the bullpen. You see, I'm not going to name through them all. You can see them right on your screen right there. But I'm going to show you what a mock-up of my lineup is going to look like. Even though I'm not competing, I'm broadcasting. So this is just an example lineup. But also, for you guys that want to play, just going through all the rules so you guys know how to do that. And also, if you're on the fence and you feel like you're kind of a Hall of Fame player, maybe you don't play on Legend all that often, every single person who joins in this tournament, regardless of how they participate, will be getting 11,000 stubs. So for literally just competing, you get 11,000 stubs to your account. I feel like that's pretty cool, and also hopefully it's going to help people to jump in if they've previously been on the fence. And the way that it's all set up is much better than it was last year. But before we get into all that, let's go into what the lineups are going to look like. So my mock lineup that I have in front of you here is based off those same restrictions we just talked about. So my 95 overall plus cards would be Joe Mauer, would be Carlos Delgado, and would be Jose Ramirez, but he's a 92, right? When we go into roster restrictions, the actual overall on the little like plus icon, so it's 95 overall with the parallel points, for example, but also live series as well. That overall right there is the one that we'll be using to kind of dictate what lineups can look like. So for example, he looks like a 92, but he's actually a 95. And just so you can see it a little bit better on Buxton, like Buxton playing up to a 91, but he's also +2 today, so those stats will carry over. And it's another interesting part of this tournament where I think we're going to see lineups on like Saturday different than Sunday based on what live series upgrades and downgrades we have as well. But regardless, my 395 plus cards are Mauer, Delgado, and J-Ram. My 385 to 94s are Francisco Lindor, Byron Buxton, and Ketel Marte. This Ketel Marte, by the way, probably is going to be the most popular card of the weekend, not only for his ability to hit, but his ability to field and play everywhere. This Ketel Marte is going to be a very highly featured card this weekend. And then my 284 overall and lower cards are Harmon Killebrew and the Silver Juan Soto. Now, for example, this is just my lineup. Personally, when you think about what's going to happen this weekend, we're going to see a lot of Randy Johnson. So it would make sense that you build a lot of your lineups based into that idea and have a lot of right-handed bats in there. But then going into pitching as well, you see playing with the overall restrictions that we have. Aaron Loop, Trinan, big guys in the bullpen. We saw a lot last year. What's all going to work is that on Saturday, it's ladder play. So everybody's playing 3-inning games on Legend. Minimum of 6 games completed. And on Saturday, we could have hundreds, maybe even thousands of people competing in this tournament. But on Sunday, it's narrowed down to the top 64 win percentages of the weekend. So if you play 6 and you go 6-0, it would make sense that you stop there. A perfect win percentage should get you in. But some people might be 4-2, 5-1. They might want to play a couple more games to try and get their percentage up even higher. And then going over qualifying and prizing. So there will be 4 qualifiers for the summer circuit heading into grand finals. This is the first qualifier of the year, and the top 16 players of each qualifier gain entry into the grand finals of the summer circuit, where there's a total of $25,000 of cash in the pool. And as you see above me, there are currently 3,200 people registered for this tournament. It's going to be absolutely insane. On top of the money as well, the top 3 players of the summer circuit in general win a Shohei Ohtani signed jersey and ball, and a lot of other fun memorabilia as well. On top of the stubs that you can win too. I mean, this is from the MLB perspective, you know, I'm telling people that might be on the fence of playing to play because it's free. You get 11,000 stubs just for participating. You might even get me, you know, commentating your games, so I'm pretty excited about that. Going into my commentating too, if you guys do not know, I have a background in broadcasting. I worked 2 years at my local high school as their play-by-play guy for football, and then I took on broadcasting for MLB The Show last year because nobody was doing it, and now they've hired me on. So yeah, now you're stuck with me. Let's talk a little bit more about the ladder format, and now from a viewer perspective, what you can expect coming into watching these games. First of all, I'm trying really hard to get Twitch drops enabled, so that way you're incentivized to get packs while you watch the tournaments as well. But what I mean by ladder play is that you have to get a minimum of 6 games in, and you literally just queue up. You know, years prior, you've had to wait for matchups to go in. It's a long waiting period of letting games go through. Now with ladders, you just queue up and you have your games. And everybody broadcasting on Twitch, I'll just be pulling up games like NFL Red Zone style, and I'll be commentating over those. And then all the supercuts of that action will be put on YouTube as well. And you see right here on the schedule that it starts at 11 a.m. Central my time, 9 a.m. Pacific. You have 8 hours to get those games in on Saturday. Top 64 advance to the finals on Sunday for the qualifier. Top 16 of that 64 make it into entry of the grand finals. And then on this website, linked in the description below, I'll have the rules and everything you guys need to know. Also, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter. I want to answer as many questions as I can to make sure that you all that are participating and all that are watching know kind of what's going on. But now look at the schedule as well. The last 2 weekends of May and the first 2 weekends of June, Saturday, Sunday, we'll be having coverage of every single qualifier on my Twitch channel, and the link in the description below. So also, if you're watching this, like maybe you're watching this on May 22nd, you're like, oh my gosh, I missed the sign up for the tournament. What am I going to do? You can sign up for the next 3. And all you have to do, like I mentioned, is you sign up, you follow the rules, how everything works there. Battlefy is a phenomenal website. And like I said, I'm free to answer any questions on Twitter that anybody has. And so long as you gain entry in the top 16 of any of those 4 qualifiers, you will then gain entry into the Summer Circuit Grand Finals nearing the end of June that I will be covering day 1's coverage of on that Saturday, again on my Twitch channel. But closing on this video, I know competitive stuff isn't everybody's fancy, but I want to advertise this as much as I can because this is a really big tournament, not only for the game, but for myself as a broadcaster. This is something I'm really into. And from a viewer perspective, you can expect a lot of electric moments from me in the broadcast booth as well. And I really appreciate you guys for watching. Again, if you have comments or questions, please at me on Twitter. Let me know. Or DM me on Twitter, and I will respond to them as fast as I can. My link to my Twitter is also in the link in the description below. But I appreciate you guys for watching. I wish you good luck if you are participating, and I hope to see you guys this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, enjoying the best players on the planet playing MLB The Show. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.